MK, and I am here with another layout for Use the Stuff, and I'm playing along with Christy's Beautiful Life Series 11. I did not finish that one either. So here is day 26 back in March, and this gorgeous layout was from Wendy Gale Rasmussen. Oh my stars, I could not wait to make this layout. Now, I'm actually going to stretch it across 2 pages, but it's really super simple to do. So technically you'll see it on one side, and then of course I just do my own thing on the other side. So I've got all of these photos of this really cool, super cool fire truck that we found in the museum at Rawlins, Wyoming. Now I have to say that museum was jam-packed full of such great goodies inside the museum. I'm also going to be using this really cool kit from Not Just for Boys Kit Club, and it is just a fireman's or fire truck or firefighter kit that they put together. So that it comes with a what is that called? A cut apart, and then these awesome charms, which I got extras of because I just thought they were so cool. A P13 Alpha set. This is the page kit that Mara D has come up with. And then look at this gorgeous red wood grain paper. It's from the Barnwood collection, and it is from Reminisce. So I'm pretty sure if you go check out scrapbook.com, you might find it there. If I find it for you, I'll leave a link down below. I also have this gorgeous diamond plate that I am in love with. Look at this gorgeous light bulb, and I don't show you the manufacturer, but I'm pretty sure it's P13. Also, too, look at this. I love this paper, you guys. This rolled up, beautiful. It's from the Firefighter collection called Hydrant, Reminisce, but it is just an amazing rolled up fire hose. That is just the coolest paper I've seen this year. I've got a couple pieces of cardstock in order to recreate Merity's page kit, but I just buy it because they put together some pretty cool papers, in all honesty. And then I have this sheet here, which I thought was cut apart, but it turns out to be stickers, also from Reminisce, the Firefighter collection. Again, probably located at scrapbook.com as well if you missed this kit from the Not Just for Boys. Okay, time to roll the dice. I am going to play with the number 2 and the number 5. So number 2, 5 first, which is fiber or textile. So I've got this, and then washi tape. I've got this twine left over. I think it'll be perfect for this layout. And number 2, enamel dots or sequins. I have enamel dots sitting right here on my desk. And tiny words. Okay, so I'm going to check and see if I've got any tiny words on my desk real quick. I don't, so I pull out the Tim Holtz tiny words, and hopefully I find something that will work. So my left page is going to be 8.5 by 11 because, for one, I just don't have enough paper product, all that good jazz, to make a 12 by 12. So I love doing 8.5 by 11s, and then the other side is a 12 by 12. I love the variation in the different types of pages I have in my albums. I know I've said that before, with the fact that it just makes me feel like I have, the workings of a mini album. I also went back to my computer and reprinted a couple of the photos. My photo printer died on me. Yay. So I have to get a new one of those. And so that is why my photos look a little bit different. They're not as vibrant because I had to use my home printer because of the fact, or I should say my work printer, because of the fact that I didn't have any other way of printing photos. It is what it is. So I'm going to cut down this gorgeous redwood to be 8.5 by 11. I decided not to use the white. I'm just going to use the whole thing. I was going to use bits and pieces of it, and then I thought, I don't have the brain power for that, so I'm just going to use the whole thing. Makes it simpler on me. And then, of course, the circular element in Wendy's sketch is going to be none other than this rolled piece of hose, right? I also forgot to tell you guys that I already had another one of these kits that was already dug into and pre-done. Pre-used. So I pulled out the scraps from that kit to see if I could have any usable stuff before breaking into another kit, because truly I love these papers so much. And I actually have more firefighter ish firefighting, fire truck layouts to create. So I'm going to stretch these kits as much as I possibly can. And these 2 pieces of paper left over from the previous kit work beautifully. However, I do have to finagle this redwood paper just a little bit, but not too much. And I almost forgot that branding strip blends in so well that I almost forgot to trim that off as also. So anyways, I do have to get this paper to fit, and the little 1-inch strip that I cut off from the left page didn't really work. So I do have to use the 3.5 by 12-inch strip and cut it down. So that way I have a seamless seam going across my page, because it would have drove me nuts if I didn't have if I couldn't hide that seam. It would have stuck out to me, and then I would have had to put an element there that I didn't want to put there. I just want to play, and I don't want to have to think too hard about covering things up. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut off what I need and make it seamless, which like I said, the 3.5 by 12-inch paper worked beautifully. I covered up my seams, and ta-da! I do have the Wendy's sketch, propped up so I can keep referencing it because I just really loved this so much. I found it in my album, and it was just kind of tucked away in an album saying, hey, you were going to use this for this, and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, oh yeah, I didn't finish that round either. Go me. Sorry, Christy. I'm just lame, the last couple months. I've been letting you down. So also, when I thought about tiny words, I had this photo of all of the different facts and things about this fire truck. And so I thought, I could definitely use all of these as my journaling. I could use them as tiny words. I could use them all over this layout, and they're going to help A, tell my story, and B, fill in the gaps where I need to add embellishments, but I don't have a whole lot of embellishments to go. So I cut up my photo, and now I have a title, which is the LaFrance Firetruck, and then I have a little spiel about it. I have another little spiel about it. I have who donated it to the museum. I have the specs on the truck. I mean, I am all set and ready to go. And then I even took the caption from the photo. I blew up the photo of the truck actually in use at one of the elementary schools in Rollins, and I put that little blurb down there below the photo as well. So I was really super happy with myself that I made that photo stretch across my entire layout and help me decide where I'm going to do my embellishments. All right, another thing I also did, because I am not just using one photo for this layout or even on her side of the layout, I am using 3, and I just went ahead and just kind of covered up that one side and kept all 3 in a nice little tight cluster. But I didn't bring it in the center of the layout like she did. I shifted it over to the left, but I did leave a gap between the actual right, not to the left, to the right side edge. I left a gap. So that way you could see that the hose wrapped all the way around the photos. I just really like this hose paper, but I didn't need the whole thing. I actually, when I glued the red wood and the hose down, and it was just those 2 pieces of paper, I really didn't want to cover it up. I wanted to leave it as is and, stick it in my album. Say, photos were supposed to go here, but I just couldn't actually know. But it sounds good. One of the stickers here said "to the rescue," and I thought it was perfect because they're at the school, they've got the truck, they've got the ladder extended. I thought it was great to put that little subtitle down, "to the rescue," and of course the little fire department insignia right there as well. And then I made myself giggle when I cut out the firefighter parking sign. I thought it was great. I tried to get it to work on the left page because that's actually where it's parked, but the right side was where it actually worked out the best. So I put it there. Still makes me giggle. I'm using gears from a couple layouts ago. I used those gears, made the gears during that layout. And now I am using the leftovers just because I needed some fillers. And they're white, and they kind of matched the hose that's rolled up, so that's why I decided to use them. Pulled out some Tim Holtz stars that are just my favorite, and yes, I did hoard them because I'm on my third pack, you guys. I love these stars, even though they are very dimensional and they do leave a dent in your album, in your page protector. So if you're not one that, once it's in a page protector, it doesn't move around like I am. It doesn't bother me to have a little dent in my page protector. I also have some geared buttons that were in a baggie along with a couple of Tim Holtz's Flair. And so I pulled those out. They aren't metal. They're actually just a plastic button, but they definitely have a metal look to them. And they added to my gears, and they were a little bit smaller. So they also helped in my smaller embellishment clusters that I was going for. All right. And then, of course, I had to pull out my tiny word stickers. And so I've got Lifetime Chronicles as one. I think I have Timeless as another, and then Memories, which, it's just, this isn't my memory, but it is a memory of, how we used to fight fires back in the day. I have an entire album, I think from 2010. Ooh, now I don't remember, but I have an entire album of when I went to Philadelphia and did some training over there, and we went to the firefighter museum and all that stuff. No, it was 2012, because of the fact that 9/11 already happened. So it was 2012. But yeah, I have an entire album of all of that goodness because it was just so fabulous being in, that room and seeing all the stuff, you guys, all the stuff. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the right side, and I'm going to pop up my photo of a photo. I love those. I love having photos of photos, and I'm going to position my foam so that way I can get my chipboard underneath and it doesn't create more bulk underneath my photo, so I don't have lump, and then my photo starts to warp and bend and twist the way I don't want it to. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And the best part about most of my elements being stickers is the layout comes together super fast. I'm just saying it basically adhesiveless because the adhesive comes on all the elements, and so that just made it super fast. I did pull out some washi. I ended up pulling out some black grid washi. I'm sitting here telling myself, if I keep using washi in this manner, I'm going to have it forever. Like, it's going to go bad before I do, right? It's just crazy. But I just wanted a little bit of something underneath every single one of my little blurb clusters, so I've got it underneath the title, which is a teeny tiny little title, but I like the little title. I've got it under the blurb on the right, the blurb on the left, and then of course the specs and where who donated the truck to the museum. I've got it under there as well. No, I don't think I put it under there. Now that I'm thinking about it, I had to have. I think I did. Anyways, I apologize for being so far down. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyways, I do use my glue dots for a lot of my metal pieces, and being able to put, and I must have a child next to me. Did I have a third hand there for a second? Looked like I did. So anyways, this is where I don't add the washi tape, is for the photo. So that little blurb that I put underneath the photo actually tells where the truck is at and what it's doing in the photo. So I thought that was pretty cool to add that. I'm just going to go ahead and glue this. Okay, I just interrupted myself, I know, but I loved the addition of this yellow, okay? The sticker that says "To the Rescue" added that yellow, and it was just perfect. So my little stringama thing that I just added into my, in and amongst all of my embellishments is really cool. For one, I was thinking, okay, so this kind of looks like a fire hose. I really wanted to go and get an end, create an end to it, and maybe some sort of beginning and an end to the hose. I might do that later. I'm not really sure, but I love the fact that it looks like a fire hose going through all of these other fire fighting elements that I have on my layout. And of course, the yellow dots that I took over to the left page to add a little bit more yellow. And I love the addition of that yellow, you guys. It was just perfect, and it was because of a sticker. So really super cool. All right, that is my layout for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and helping me use my stuff. I did double check my dice game that I'm playing with myself to make sure that I got the fiber on there. I made sure that I got my enamel dots, my washi tape, and my tiny word stickers. So I made sure that I did that. Now, I do have to say that I did adding 5 of them or 6 of them, depending on what day I am on or anything like that, I threw that off to the wayside because, for one, there's no way that I could find that many tiny stickers or tiny word stickers and make them look good on a layout. Now, if it does come that way, maybe I will, but yeah, I did throw that off to the side, but I am using the dice and I am picking out things and using them and getting them to work. Wendy, thank you so much for an amazing sketch. I absolutely love this. You will find this video inside Series 11's Christy Beautiful Life playlist. Please don't forget to use your stuff, and thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will check y'all later. Bye.